Hey, Cancer, it's Jen with Lady Tarot 911. Hey, are we just going to jump right in? Hope everybody's doing good. Ow, sorry. Hard cut. Uh-oh. Somebody walking away from love. They just done. You done? They done? Who's done? Who is done? Let's see what the current energy is. Let's see what's happening here. Myself out. There we go. You just had enough? Calling it quits? They calling it quits? They walking away from somebody else, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. You see smoke, it's my sage. I do not smoke. FYI. Before I get asked that again. I do not smoke. All right. Ooh. You shining? Shining like a star. You're hoping for something. You have some big dreams and wishes out there right now. You've had a long journey and you've really just trusted the universe, and you are in this energy of really trusting your path and the way that it's where it's led you. And now, you might be getting some enlightenment or some, like we talked about in the other read, some new information or some type of epiphanies, understanding things differently maybe than you thought you did, seeing things differently, things becoming clearer for you potentially. All right. So what is this reading about? What's crossing this? This is all about trust. This is about allowing the universe, hoping, praying, having a lifeline, okay, having a lifeline to the universe, trusting and just surrendering to whatever path the universe has lined up for you. It's like a new timeline that you're on. You're aligned with it. You've got the lifeline to the universe, and you're just listening. You're just waiting, and you're just listening for which path to go, what to do, where to put your energy. You've just given up trying to control things, and you are in this energy of loving yourself, the staying stoic, just stay in that neutral zone, and give it up. Allow the universe to take you, do with you what it has planned, because you've been aligning to this perfect path um, for quite a while now. Okay. Um, let's clarify this more. Okay, so let's look at these real quick. So you're questioning. Let me get this straight. You want to go down the path again and repeat the same cycle over again. Tell me you're joking. So maybe somebody has been wanting you to, or you're going to find out that somebody wants you to repeat a pattern because they are uncomfortable with where this alignment, where this shift has taken you, which is aligning you to this perfect path and this divine inner balance to of neutrality where you feel peace and safety, or this is where you're heading. And so somebody might be coming along that you're questioning, wait a minute, why would I want to do that again? Why would I want to go down that path? Or you're going through a choice or you're going through a choice of, you could go, you could go. So these stars have been leading in different directions, right? And you chose the one to align with and connect with and have the lifeline with divine. But there has been maybe question about, or you could be going through this right now, is trying to decide, do I go down a path that's going to take me back, lead me back to where I was going? And that wasn't benefiting me, that wasn't helping me grow. Because if you can see, so to me, this is some type of communication has, or will be coming in, right? And the how I know that is feeding off of our last read And the blue here, this is about throat chakra. This is about knowledge, somebody speaking their truth or somebody telling you something, some knowledge, whether this be through a video or direct, interaction, or through just your own introspection, through dreams, etc. And it's making you question. It's almost like pulling. Let me see at the bottom of this deck too. Yeah. Okay. So this is in regards to and this true love, right? Which could be a romantic love, but this is more about, you can see like she is embracing herself. This is about where is the truth at. We're talking about truths a lot. Where is the truth at in regards to how I love myself, the things I will and won't accept? But this is saying that this you somehow are supposed to be spotlighted, being on a platform, you being the magnet that attracts others around you. And this is happening because of this love that you're showing yourself. You are becoming just this beacon of light, and you're attracting and magnetizing people to you, those who do want to see you succeed, but also who do truly care about you and love you, and potentially those who wanted to keep you in a pattern or on a path that would end up taking you right back around of where you fought so hard to come out of. So okay, I'm going to clarify these four up here, and I'll wait on the queen. I don't know why I need to wait, but I'm waiting. Okay, clarify for me. Okay, so this one was left over when I shuffled. So you know what? I'm being told this goes with the Queen of Cups for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, I'm hearing that there's obviously with the star, there's huge transformation that's happening as well. So the spotlight card says you're about to be in the spotlight, whether it's your man only having eyes for you or your career finally taking off, expect to get a lot of attention. So this could be something that you are happy about. This could be something that you might not be like, I mean, maybe it's something where you haven't wanted to be in the spotlight. Okay, tell me about this card. So something could have happened this last April, or somebody potentially with an April birthday, or there's an anniversary in April of somebody who has been in your energy, who does not understand the concept of reciprocity. Because we've got the April card and Vampire. So this person will take your energy, time, love, and money. So somebody either born in April, there was an anniversary of something that happened in April that took from you but did not return. So you had to make up for that which was taken somehow, and from April until now, it has drained you of energy to this point where you're at a point where it's just like you give up, like you're tired of fighting, you're tired of the battle, right? Now let's look at, okay, so that's the card. So somebody who maybe was born in April, or an event or something that happened in April, an anniversary, something or somebody has wanted you to repeat cycles, or has been taking from you in the same cycle, and it's been exhausting for you. It is something that you finally have just like put your hands up, surrendered to the universe, and said, you know what, just take this from me, take it because I'm tired, right? Okay, so true love. So the true love card says true love is like a tattoo. It will leave an imprint on your heart that will last forever. True love never dies. So this is how you could have been feeling, but it was out, like you focused more of that outward. But over this year, I mean, your journey could be lasting longer than just this year, but at least through this year, maybe even from April until now, there's been a real transformation that has been happening within you in regards to loving yourself. because somebody, potentially this person who was taking and not giving back, was too interested in everybody else but you. And so if they weren't going to show you love and reciprocity, you were going to show you love and reciprocity, and you were going to give back to yourself, focus on yourself. And that is what has made you into this star, into being able to find this correct path, right? And link up with the divine for you to get the information for either your career or a new love, for yourself, or for maybe somebody new has come into your life, or just a real focus on your career, what you want. Again, reciprocity, giving back to yourself. So let's find out. So the bottom of that is, yeah, because of this person or this happening, this event, this could be a job, or with friends, most likely, because this is true love. This has helped you discover where true love lies. Loving yourself, um, taking care of yourself. However, because of the trials and the constant struggle that somebody put you through, potentially this vampire, right? It was a catalyst for you to go deep within and discover where true love lies. And when that happens, again, like I've said, when true love is something that you find within yourself, and it is what you start to not only discover, but practice and make as a priority, that changes the energy with all those around you, even those who have maybe done you wrong. Okay, so when I line these up, sorry, I think this is kind of funny. When I line this up, all I could think was loser. So this person, whoever it was behaving like a loser, and it's their loss now, because now you potentially are going to be spotlighted, or you're in the spotlight, or you have people who are looking at you. Either this could be a job, maybe a boss lost out on you as an employee, and now you're just soaring in a different direction. It's been a blessing that this all happened. It was supposed to happen. This was destined to happen the way that it was supposed to happen. This could be just in finding this true love for yourself has brought you into a moment of being able to really catalyze this spotlight that's going to be happening for you, either in your career, or with others noticing this big glow up that you've been having. But it's through these trials of somebody who didn't care enough to make you a priority, so you made you a priority. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. Okay, tell me about the star. Tell me about the star. Okay, self-love. Is that not what we've been talking about? Tarot is perfect. So self-love. Crazy how that happens, eh? So the card above it is unrealistic. You are setting the bar too high. This to me shows me that through your true love, your self-love that you were providing yourself, created this catalyst, and you becoming, I mean, when you're talking star and spotlight, like you have ascended or are ascending to a level that seems so incredibly unrealistic for others, that they just can't seem to comprehend, or they can't seem to match. And I'm hearing that makes them, so all the cracking that's around, is that cracking? No, those are thorns. Look at that. All of that. So you're blooming like that rose, right? And all the people or the events or the situations or the shitty ass stuff that has happened to you, through this year, over the years, however long you've been, on this journey, right? Those thorns in your side, those people, those catalyst moments of pain have made you into this beautiful, rose that has bloomed and blossomed, and you are in the space you are in now, no matter what got in your way, and have become the star because of self-love. There is a bar you set that is so high a lot of people don't feel like they can reach that. And so what they might do is, instead of trying to reach that themselves because they don't know how yet, they look to feed off of your energy. And you do have to be careful with that. You do have to question this coming down the line, when people do want you to return to where they felt comfortable with your energy, where they maybe could pull you down, right? If you're setting a bar really high, and it's unrealistic for them, they can't meet you up here. So they want to pull you down to meet them down here. Let's question if that would be worth it for you to go back and repeat patterns, the patterns that were so painful for you, and that tried to hold you down, but yet they couldn't. And you found it within yourself. Okay, if I'm not going to be a priority, which you shouldn't. You should be a priority to yourself, right? I mean, so the way that I look at it is that the energy that you exchange, or the energy that you give to a relationship, rightfully so, you should expect that same amount of energy back. And if that exchange is not equal, then it's an unbalanced, toxic relationship that needs to balance out. And what happened was, obviously, it was toxic and they wanted everybody but you. So you found it in you, and they thought maybe that might destroy you. And you found it in you to say, all right, well, that's fine. You're not going to love me. I have enough of me to love me, and I'll take care of myself. And you sure as hell did. So, and you're proving it, and you are becoming a spotlight to others. You are showing that nothing was going to take you down. And no matter what was thrown at you, no matter the trials, the unexpected, the tower moments, the heartbreak, the pain, nothing took you down, which raised your level and has given you so many gifts and blessings, because it shows your strength and your endurance. It shows the universe that you can handle anything. So let's look at Spotlight then now. So you're about to be in the spotlight, whether it's your man only having eyes for you coming from this, but truly, is that, I don't know. I guess if they've done a complete change, that would be different. But if they're just noticing you because of this, you know, new spotlight on you, you have to wonder. So they kept their options open before. What's stopping them now? Unless they've gone through a whole spiritual awakening themselves, right? So, okay. Cheeky. Understanding whether they've gone through a true transformation is important. Through that process, there's also going to be you needing to forgive and release the pain, the trials, which is easier said than done. And I'm not saying that that's easy to do. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean forgiving them for a new beginning with them, because that's totally up to you. That's totally up to whether they've changed. Each person has their own situation. This is about forgiving potentially the bad decisions that inflicted pain or affected you, but also forgiving yourself for if you stayed in that for longer than you wanted, or for any self guilt. It requires forgiveness for a new beginning, whether it be with somebody else, with this person if they've changed and can prove themselves and that's something that you want, or forgiveness for you to be able to start fresh. You can't grow a beautiful, all these roses. You'd be growing thorns all the time, right? Instead of growing roses that are nourishing and that are beautiful and that are healthy. Without forgiveness, all you're doing is you're growing thorns, and because it's coming from the same foundation, the same basis of what was causing the toxicity in the beginning, that calls for such forgiveness. So it does require forgiveness for new beginnings. And once you have done that, once you have truly let things stay in the past and be in the past, this is when the spotlight hits you, which they talk about that all the time. So it's almost like once you move on, then you're noticed. Or once you, so I am a registered nurse who was in OB and labor and delivery. And I remember hearing so many stories about women who their, well, them and their husbands or partners were trying really hard to have, a baby, and they just couldn't have a baby. And I know that we've all heard these stories. And it was when they, because I would ask them, about their birth plans and like their story, and we get in good conversation. And they would tell me about how it was when they finally surrendered. They would just give it up to, higher power, God, divine, universe, whatever they believed in. And at that point, when there was that neutrality and the release of the resistance, because when we're trying too hard and when we chase, and I'm not talking just runner chaser or chasing somebody, but when we chase dreams or chase things that we want in our life or chase opportunities, that's a form of resistance. And a lot of times we don't end up with what we have, wanted, uh, to the prize in the end, right? But it seems to be that the way the law of attraction, right? The whole principle behind that is when you stop resisting, because the form of resistance of going towards it, if you think about it, is like hands, or is like a barrier that's pushing against the manifestation or the opportunity or the blessing coming in. So as you're trying to get it, right, and you're forcing situations, and the manifestations are coming in, you're essentially pushing them away, right? When you let go and you surrender and you just become neutral, that allows for that opening, that void, or that space, as Steve talks about it. It's the space in the vacuum to abhor, like, more material or whatever you're vacuuming up. The universe has area, has space to bring in that manifestation. So when it's neutral, and going back to my story, the couple would allow themselves to just surrender to whatever would be. And these families did end up getting pregnant or being able to conceive. And it was when they stopped pushing away. And so I find it fascinating. Um, we always talk about working harder, when in reality, it's that saying is true: work smarter and not harder. And chasing or forcing things to happen is essentially us pushing away what we're asking to come in. And so it is so it's just a block. It's so redundant. But okay, so anyways, so I was supposed to hold this card to the side with the Queen of Cups. So I attribute this to you and who you are as well. This love that you've had, you've invested it into yourself. So let's see what this card says. An apology, a long overdue apology, change behavior. So I think that through this, again, through this love that you've had for yourself and this inner guidance that you have gotten to you becoming the enlightened, or the one with the knowledge, or the one with, the connection, the lifeline to the divine, has brought the spotlight in to now, where it catalyzes, like we talked in the other videos, it catalyzes the karma that is ignited for others who have done you wrong, and who start to feel a certain way, start to regret or feel remorse. The decision that they made was not the best, because the intention ended up hurting somebody, you. But I feel like that there's a lot of love here. There is somebody who knows that they owe you an apology. I'm gonna get the truth oracle, and let's find out, is this something that will actually play out? Or, again, even not knowing, because of free will, whether this is something that will for sure play out, you have enough self-love and self-respect where I'm hearing an apology would be more for them to allow themselves to forgive themselves and be able to move on, because you have so much love for yourself that you were still able to bloom and get beyond anything that needed apologizing for on your own. And that's that strength that I was talking about in the last video. You've become so incredibly strong and resilient that you're in the process, or you have had these moments that have helped you grow and heal on your own. And again, that's teaching us that we are self-fulfilling, we are self-reliant. We don't need anybody outside of ourselves for anything, and being able to find the resources or the opportunities, manifest those in for yourself too. But let's find out. Let me clarify with one more card about, is this, they know that there's an apology that's due, or they're a job, a boss, uh, a love interest, a friend, a family member who owes you an apology. Oh, look at that. So everything in the energy is saying that you will be getting a message. Now, again, the message is right underneath the star, and these are the same colors. So this could also be a message that you get through dreams, communication you get through dreams. Remember what I said about communication, that communication can come in many forms. Somehow, whether it is just through self-love or some type of communication, however it may come, through dreams or through somebody else, through them directly, it doesn't matter, because there's so much love that you have within yourself that, again, an apology, if it comes in, great. Just don't go searching for it. Don't go looking for it, because you don't need it. You don't need an apology. You don't need it, because you're strong enough on your own. And that's being proven to you. You're going to be shown that. You are being shown that. The divine is essentially, if this doesn't come from them, the divine is allowing through you for you to be the creation of that apology from the energy from divine. And then that allows divine to collect from them in its own time, in its own way. And that is what we call karma. Hopefully that helps you guys. And we will see you on the next video. Love you. Bye.